the air is crisp, the mornings are cold, and you can definitely feel the seasons changing. I'm all in. For me, there are a few things better than a spicy slice of pizza, which brings me to my first guess. MOTO Pizza, the square-shaped slices with the big flavor, is now a favored stop for fans, not only at the ballpark, but at 6 other locations around the area. The viral pizza joint was the result of a pandemic pivot, and founder Kindell is here with his very special pizza oven. So excited to see you again, my friend.
Thank you, Kelly. It's so great to be here. Thank you.
Wow, your pizza, I'm truly obsessed with it. So this morning, this could not be a better lunch. How do we get started with this?
Well, I think the first thing we're going to do is get a pizza going, right?
Okay.
So we're going to start that in the oven.
And this is a magical oven. Tell me about this.
This is an uni oven. It's electric, and you don't have to worry about smoke and all the craziness because you can have it indoors, and it gets up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoa. So not your typical oven. I love this for things just like such as this.
Yeah, being able to, be on the move with it too. What's up with the shape too? This rectangle shape is so interesting. Does it just make you happy, or is there a reason for this?
There's a story to that really quickly. Is I was actually sitting down eating a taco time taco, and I was spilling all over myself while I was eating it, and I was looking at my phone and I was like, what do you carry the most in your hand? So this is the size of 2 iPhones when you cut it in half. And then I thought, wow, this is really good. I'm gonna take this everywhere. And farmers markets, I was thinking, and then I thought really big, stadiums. So that's how I got into the stadium.
That is so smart, and I love your story. I mentioned it, the pandemic pivot.
Yes.
Tell people about your story.
Well, so my wife and I started Backpackers Hostels, and we did that for 15 years here in Seattle. So we had 3 Backpackers Hostels where we hosted kids from all over the world.
Whoa, and then why the pizza? You just have always been a fan?
So
this is a hard pivot.
Yeah. So all the travelers, we would actually make dinners, and we call them family dinners. And oftentimes those dinners was pizza. And I said, I'm gonna make pizza when I retire as a professional. And when pandemic hit, we lost everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But the silver lining was, I opened up MOTO, and it became this mad sensation.
Did you ever think it would get as big as it has now with all these locations, and you're at T-Mobile Park too?
Yeah, I constantly wake up pinching myself going, this can't be real.
And there was a time in the beginning, I was one of these people that had to order the pizza months in advance. What was the thought process with that behind? It was a West Seattle location,
yeah,
right?
There was West Seattle location. We had lines out the door, around the block. It was crazy. That was a thing with COVID that started that kind of thing. But what happened with us was there was just so many people coming at us, so we ended up doing online ordering, and that online ordering turned from a week to a month to 3 months, and we did that for over a year.
Whoa.
And then that's when it went really viral, and so it was not by design. It was by pure accident and desperation to get everybody's order in on time. So that's how it turned out for 3 months.
Well, I was so happy to do a story with you back then because I just wanted to try the pizza. I was like, I'm coming, I'm trying it, and it was delicious. You brought some flavors while that one's cooking up. What other flavors did you bring here? So
I'm Filipino, and so I bring a lot of my heritage to my pizzas. This is my beef adobo, which is a soy beef, garlic sauce, pickled cabbage, and kimchi. This is a little more closer to standard pizza, which is my kiss with spicy honey. And then the crab is my love letter to the Pacific Northwest. And that's made with crab and lemon zest and seaweed.
So interesting. Okay, I'm gonna taste test some. I'm gonna bring you this little knife, maybe
let's do it.
Yeah, woo!
There we go.
I'm gonna hand that over.
There you go.
You also, while we're cutting this, you have a really cool story about your sourdough starter.
Yes.
What is the story behind this? Everyone was doing this during the pandemic.
Right.
But you have
I
taken
took it a little too far, right? So I'm going to cut this while I talk to you. I actually got my sourdough starter when I learned from a baker here in Seattle. He's a little shy, so he won't let me say his name, but awesome guy. So I got this starter from him, and I just fell in love with sourdough starters, and I started collecting sourdough starters from chefs all over the world. and adding it to mine. And then I started taking it to like the ocean and the forest because yeast is everywhere in the air. So it's more novelty than anything, but it's just a crazy thing I love to do. So I've been experimenting and pulling all this kind of yeast from all over the world.
That's so cool. And you travel a lot for like these pizza competitions and things like that. Tell me where you're going next as well.
So I'm going to Tokyo, Japan, and I'm speaking on food innovation and technology and how I'm kind of elevating pizza to another level with robotics. And we're implementing drone delivery soon here in Seattle.
What?
So yeah, we're going to be one of the first to do drone delivery in Seattle next year.
So cool. How do you come up with all these flavor combinations too? Is this just in your like head? Like how does this all work? What's the process?
I have no culinary background, so I fail a lot. I basically throw everything at the wall and just see what sticks. So everything of this has been an experiment for me, just putting things together and playing. I really enjoy playing with food, and I think that's key, and that's for everybody out there too. Like, you know, don't be afraid, just play with the food, and you know, you'll have failures, but you'll come up with something good too.
And your flavors, are they always changing seasonally? Like, do you have some that are always on the menu as like popular favorites?
You know what's crazy? There you go. What's crazy is I've never changed my menu. I have the same 12, 13 pies.
Really?
Because everybody loves them so much that I just keep what I'm doing. I will start beginning of the year doing a seasonal pie. So a winter pie, a fall pie, a summer pie, and a spring pie. So that's how I'm going to bring something new, but these will never change.
Delicious.
Thank you.
This is one of my favorite ones. It's just like a hint of like spice with the like hot honey. It's so good. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna show a demo too. So what are we gonna be
So we're
making?
gonna pull out, you're gonna help me with this today. We're gonna make my #1 seller, which is my Mr. Pig. And again, because I'm Filipino, this is lechon kawali, or known as pork belly. And we're going to top it with 3 different toppings, and you're gonna help me.
Okay.
So you're gonna do the first one, and the first sauce is, yes, the brown sauce.
It says pig on it,
there
so
you go.
I know.
And go right down the middle, just like
Okay, what is in this sauce?
So this is actually my banana ketchup.
What?
And it's made with real bananas. So in the Philippines, a woman during World War II, we couldn't get ketchup in the Philippines. It was really in high demand. And she was actually a chemist. She figured how to replace tomatoes with bananas, and it became a national condiment, and she became a national hero.
Whoa.
And now it's a normal staple in the Philippines, banana ketchup.
I've never tried banana ketchup. I can't
You're
wait.
about to.
I think the only pizza like pie I've tried of yours was just before that one, which was delicious, was just like your basic like cheese one. Which is so good too. But this is gonna be next level.
So
what's this one?
Here, there's a Filipino lime called a chimichurri lime. A calamansi lime, and it's really bitter. But this is made with a chimichurri. So you got the bitter, the salt, acid, and sweetness of the banana to make this pie. So you're gonna get a really interesting pizza here.
This is so interesting. And I like how everything is placed like so beautifully too with all that.
Yeah, I have an acronym that I use, FAT. Flavor, fragrance, appearance, taste, texture, and temperature. And I use all of this in what I do. So you're gonna get different, go ahead. You do the
sprinkle?
Yeah, sprinkle.
Okay. Don't be shy.
You get, don't be shy. You get a little bit of everything in what I do. So there's a different flavor, there's different temperatures in the sauces, there's different textures, and like all these little different things. So, and we're gonna.
What's that? Oregano?
This is the oregano.
Okay.
And
time to taste.
Time to taste.
Okay, while I'm tasting too, what's the future for Moto and you all, like, where, sky's the limit. I mean, you just keep getting more and more locations, but what's next?
We're working on a national expansion plan now, so you're going to start seeing us around the country. So yeah, we have a lot going on. I'm working on building out my robotics, and we'll see how things go.
Well, if it's anything like this pizza, sky's the limit, my friend. So good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a bite with you.
Yeah, please, the banana ketchup too, everything delicious. Thank you for being here, my friend. So much fun.